On the home stretch, let's bring you now a recap of some of the top trending stories of the past week.
We begin with the report that an Abuja High Court last week Wednesday admitted a former Minister of the Niger Delta Affairs, Mr. Vivour-Adeniyi, to bail in the sum of 10 million naira after he pleaded not guilty to the charge of criminal diversion of funds preferred against him by the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission. Mr. Vivour-Adeniyi is standing trial with two others over an alleged diversion of 2.3 billion naira. The court also granted bail in the sum of 20 million naira each to the other two, Oludare Alaba and Ephraim Zeri, directors of contract in the Ministry of the Niger Delta. Justice Vivour-Adeniyi, in his ruling, ordered Mr. Vivour-Adeniyi to produce one surety in like sum who must be a responsible Nigerian with evidence of 3 years tax payment and landed property within the FCT, Abuja. The trial of the defendant has been fixed for the 10th of November 2016. In Kogi, the State Police Command last week Thursday arraigned Mohammed Audu, the son of former Governor Abubakar Audu, for alleged conspiracy, robbery and attempted culpable homicide. Mohammed Audu was arraigned before a magistrate court sitting in Lokoja, the state capital. Operatives of the police special anti-robbery squad arrested him and 15 other family members last week Wednesday in connection with an attack on the late Governor Audu's younger brother, Yahaya Audu, in the family's ancestral home of Ogbonicha, Ofu local government area of Kogi State. Yahaya Audu was reportedly attacked by community members in Ogbonicha who were not happy with the governor of Yahaya Bello. He was said to be assaulted for receiving an award from the government on behalf of the Audu family. The police have, however, told the court that Mohammed Audu allegedly conspired with others to commit the offences against his uncle, Yahaya, on August 30. The court has granted Mohammed Audu bail in the sum of 100,000 naira with one surety in the same sum. The case has been adjourned to the 29th of this month for further hearing. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) in Lagos last week Thursday told the Federal High Court that Mr. Waripamo Owe-Dudafa, a former special assistant on domestic affairs to President Goodluck Jonathan, used companies with no fixed address to commit fraud in the sum of $31.4 million. The EFCC said this through its counsel, Rotimi Oyedepo, who appeared before Justice Babs Kwewumi at the resumed hearing of a charge filed against Dudafa and 7 others. The commission had charged Dudafa before the court alongside a lawyer, one Amaji Briggs, another Demola Bolodeko, and 5 limited liability companies on a 17-count charge of conspiracy and fraud. Counsel to Dudafa, Mr. Boyega Oyewole, objected to the reading of the charge on the grounds that there was nothing linking his client to it. He also told the court that the present charge is the same as the one previously before another judge of the court. He then urged the court to discontinue the charge. The EFCC has, however, insisted that the defendants should be allowed to take their plea. Justice Babs Kwewumi has adjourned further proceedings till the 15th of September. Staying in Lagos, the magistrate court sitting in the Ikeja area last week Tuesday ordered the remand for 30 days of 4 persons arrested by the police in connection with the kidnap of the Oniba of Iba. The officer in charge of legal, Lagos State Police Command CSV Enwe Edobo Aidenoje, who presented the suspects before the court, moved the application for their remand pursuant to Section 264, subsection 1 and 2 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Law of Lagos, 2011. The application was supported by documents including an affidavit deposed to by the investigation officer as well as a confessional statement made by the suspect and the legal advice from the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, DPP. The DPP has recommended that charges should be filed against the suspects for murder, conspiracy, armed robbery and kidnapping. The magistrate has fixed further proceedings in the matter for the 10th of November, by which time the suspects are expected to have been arraigned before the appropriate court, which is the High Court. And after spending 3 years on death row, child bride Maimuna Abdulmumuni was last week released from Katsina prison. Maimuna, a victim of early forced marriage, was sentenced to death by a high court in Katsina State on December 6, 2012 for allegedly killing her husband at the age of 13. An international non-governmental organization specializing in defending human rights and supporting justice, Avocat Sans Frontières, France, had maintained its grounds in ensuring that justice was obtained for the child bride who was sentenced in contravention of national, regional and international human rights. Indeed, international human rights standards state clearly that a minor below the age of 18 cannot be sentenced to death.
And this is where we end today's edition of the program. Don't forget that you can find these and past episodes of the program on our YouTube channel. Do also interact with us via email, Facebook, or Twitter. I'm Shola Shayeli. Thank you for watching.